Welcome back, viewers. In a Newsx exclusive in the shocking Meghalaya honeymoon murder case, we have accessed the full line of questioning by the Meghalaya police that exposes the growing suspicion around Sonam Raghuvanshi's motive of killing her husband. Now, if we begin with the line of questioning, firstly, the police probe further widened on the factors of who is accused of playing a central role in the murder of her husband Raja Raghuvanshi's death. Now, cops also asked Sonam why return tickets were never booked and why she was not in contact with Raj Kushwaha, a man she had been speaking to frequently even during the honeymoon, via encrypted messaging apps. The police then confronted her with damning details: live location sharing with the accused, being seen with the three unidentified men, and repeatedly avoiding a local guide who later identified those men as linked to Raja's death. They also grilled her on why only Raja's gold worth 10 lakh rupees was missing, while her jewelry remained untouched. Even more chilling details have emerged. Raja's mother claims that he was reluctant to go on this trip and had agreed only under the pressure. Police has believed that there is not enough evidence to charge both the Sonam and Raj Kushwaha with the charges on the murder. And the final and the most direct question that the cops have conducted the interrogation on is that did they plan Raja's murder with Raj Kushwaha, and the investigation is now at a crucial turning point. All right, joining me live on the broadcast is Ehtiyab Sheikh. Ehtiyab, what we have accessed so far is the full line of questioning that the police has so far managed to ask Sonam Raghuvanshi on these factors, which were the pressing questions on why did actually she wanted to kill her husband. What are you picking up as far as more details are coming up, as the case definitely is at a very crucial stage?
Absolutely, Simran. The case is at a crucial stage. The 8 days remand has started, and in fact, the questioning has started. Let us be very clear about the fact that all the 4 accused who had been arrested from Indore, apart from Sonam, had been linked into this particular murder. One thing was sure, that it was a pre-planned murder, and all of them conspired to take Raja from Guwahati to Shillong, whereas they did not have any plan. Raja was planning to go to Kashmir prior to this, and in fact he was insisted by Sonam to come down to Shillong, and prior to this planning, they had made out their mind that they will be taking Raja to Shillong, and at a secluded place they will be pushing him in the valley so that it looks like an accident, whereas it did not happen. Yesterday when I was speaking to Raj Raghuvanshi's brother, he said that he was a bodybuilder sort of a physique Raj Raghuvanshi was having, and Raja Raghuvanshi was it was not easy for them to throw him from the cliff, so they decided to kill him by the chopper. And in fact it was all pre-planned. Every motive was very set. Raj Kushwaha, who is the alleged lover of Sonam Raghuvanshi, he had conspired everything, and he had hired these 3 killers, or the contract killers, to execute the plan. Probably there are so many details which might be coming across in the interrogation again, and in fact it is 8 days, and it is a probable chance that definitely Meghalaya police will be taking these accused to the crime scene for recreation of the crime. Apart from that, there are reports which are coming across that Sonam did not book any return ticket. Return ticket was not booked. Only one-way ticket was booked. So that was a question asked by the investigation agencies. There are so many details, and it is for sure that all the details are coming across. And in fact, prior to this, Meghalaya police had already established all the evidences and circumstantial evidences against the accused in this particular murder case.
All right, Ehtiyab, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast and also bringing us these live details that you are picking up. Now, I'll request you to kindly stay on with us as former IPS officer of Delhi Police, Ved Bhushan, is joining me live on the broadcast. Appreciate you joining me live on the broadcast, sir. Now, in the view of these chilling details that are emerging in the Sonam Raghuvanshi honeymoon murder case, what exactly is the need of the hour, as there is a section of the entire community that is believing to be against the concept of marriage, and this is in fact turning out to be even gory as the setup of arranged marriages is concerned, and there are concerns on the back checking and the background checking in fact that continues to be of importance. At this point of time, Sonam had allegedly also spoken to her mother before getting married and told her that she does not want to get married to Raja. Is there a need at this point of time for in fact also laws protecting the men who actually suffer by the tool that marriage is used in such relationships? Well, all right. Now, in fact, viewers, my guest is going to join me live in just a bit on the telecast. Now, let's also take a look with more updates that we are fetching, as sources have reported that Sonam Raghuvanshi has convinced her husband, Raja, that they need to make offerings at the Kamakhya Devi temple before consummating the marriage. Sonam also reportedly coerced her husband to take her to deep jungles of non-Griat with the belief that the hitmen she had would have been getting a better chance of killing him somewhere on the route, considering it is secluded. But since there were too many tourists trekking to non-Griat on the 22nd of May and 23rd of May, they couldn't kill him there. According to the sources, they finally killed him near the Vaistong Falls and then dumped his body into the deep gorge. All right, my guest joins me live on the telecast once again. Mr. Bhushan, how do you think is the way forward for the need of some sort of clauses for the protection of men as far as the concept of marriage legally and under the law goes ahead?
Similar lot of questions are yet to be solved by the Meghalaya police, because chain of events are very long and investigation of the case is at the very initial stage. All the places where the Sonam and Raja Raghuvanshi gone, visited the places. Indore, they are the main place where she can be bring with the other accomplices to establish the chain of events, where it was alleged that she stay after murder for 2 days in a room, rented room, with from 25th to 27th. And lot of aspects are yet to be investigated, as there are a lot of contradictions in her statements are coming during her interrogation, and she is not supporting the investigation as per reports are coming from the social media. But as for your viewers' knowledge, it can be extended now up to 30 days. Earlier it was 14 days. Now under new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, it can be extended for 30 days. It's very difficult to Sonam and other accomplices to conceal everything from the police investigation. Police custody remand will be extended and she will be taken to Gazipur, where she was recovered by the police, and Indore and Meghalaya also, to the place where she was staying for in a rented accommodation in Meghalaya, and how she got the cookery, who obtained the cookery, as a money angle is concerned, how she paid the money by the bank account, by cash, to the Supari killer. And apart from that, she is to be confronted by the police to every person involved in the case. Or moreover, the most interesting thing is that, is there any other person still to be arrested? His face is not coming during the investigation. It is the most important point. And there are a lot of things are yet to be established beyond doubt to the police, by the Meghalaya police, because all the investigation are being conducted by the Meghalaya police, and other kirdars are yet to be exposed. Maybe some more persons are behind the scene, they to be exposed. FSL reports, medical reports are still to be awaited to the police for going further in the direction of investigation, because it takes time. Medical reports, how many injuries were there, who inflicted the injury on the body of Raja Raghuvanshi, it is to be established. How many injuries were found in the body of Raja Raghuvanshi, how he was pushed. This all things will be recreated by the police to establish this case in the court of law. And moreover, in introduction was what she was, some intoxication was given before she was taken, Raja was taken to the last murdering place. Was she given some poison? Was she some sedative was given to him?
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Bhushan, for being with us on the telecast, and also, in fact, sharing your take as to what happens next as more chilling details are emerging in the honeymoon homicide case. Now, from there, let's also shift our focus to more developments in West Bengal. Security has been heightened in Rabindranagar, South 24 Parganas, after clashes broke out between the police and the miscreants last evening. Well, after Murshidabad, this is the second location where such high-scale riots have broken out. The situation quickly escalated after the leader of opposition and the other BJP leaders alleged that a Shiva temple was vandalized in the ward number 7 of the Maheshtala municipality, which falls under the Mithiabruz Assembly constituency. The temple is located near the Rabindranagar police station, and the tensions have been simmering since the incident has been reported. Heavy police deployment is in place, and the state authorities are monitoring the situation very closely. Renik Datta is joining me live with more updates. Renik, after Murshidabad, now what happens to be another flashpoint in West Bengal as far as now the situation is concerned of chaos and uproar is the South 24 Parganas, where security has been heightened. Clashes have erupted. What are the law enforcement authorities and the police saying on this situation? The arsons have been used and heavy deployment of forces is seen in the visuals.
देखिए, साउथ 24 परगना का रविंद्रनगर पुलिस स्टेशन जो एरिया है, उस एरिया में कल दोपहर में एक दुकान बैठाने को लेकर पहला ये झड़प चालू हुआ था। दुकान बैठाया जा रहा था एक शिव मंदिर के सामने, और जैसे कि बीजेपी की तरफ से क्लेम किया जा रहा है कि उसी दौरान जब झड़प चल रहा था, उसी दौरान शिव मंदिर को वैंडलाइज किया गया था, और उसके साथ साथ ही शिव मंदिर के सामने जो तुलसी मंच था, उस तुलसी मंच को हटाने का प्रयास किया जा रहा था जोरपूर्वक, और उसी को रोकने का जब कोशिश किया जा रहा था, उसी दौरान दो समुदाय के बीच में ये जो झड़प सामने आया। और ये झड़प को कंट्रोल करने के लिए जब पुलिस का भारी पुलिस बल डिप्लॉय किया गया था, उसी दौरान ही पुलिस के ऊपर भी ये जो मॉब है इनकी तरफ से हमला किया गया। ये जो मॉब है, इस मॉब के तरफ से पुलिस के गाड़ी को तोड़फोड़ किया गया, नॉर्मल गाड़ी को तोड़फोड़ किया गया है, पुलिस के ऊपर पत्थर फेंका गया है, गाड़ी में आग लगाया गया है, बाइक को आग लगा दिया गया है, और उसके साथ साथ ही दुकान में भी आग लगाने का घटना घटाया गया है। और पुलिस की तरफ से कहा जा रहा है कि ये पूरा घटना पे एक डीसी रैंकिंग ऑफिसर और उसके साथ साथ ही एक सर्जेंट और दो कांस्टेबल के साथ टोटल 5 पुलिसकर्मी बुरी तरीके से घायल हुए हैं। उनके सर में पत्थर फेंका गया है, लगातार पत्थर फेंका जा रहा था, और पूरा सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल करने के लिए पुलिस को टीयर सेल भी चार्ज करना पड़ा था। और ये पूरा घटना पर अभी तक टोटल 18 लोगों को पुलिस की तरफ से गिरफ्तार किया गया है। पूरा उस एरिया पर 163 भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता का लगाया गया है। उसके साथ साथ ही पुलिस की तरफ से कहा जा रहा है कि ये घटना के साथ कौन कौन शामिल है, उनको आइडेंटिफाई करने का काम पुलिस की तरफ से किया जा रहा है। दूसरी तरफ ये सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल करने के लिए रैपिड एक्शन फोर्स, कॉम्बैट फोर्स जैसे स्पेशल फोर्सेस को डिप्लॉय किया गया है। ड्रोन के माध्यम से मॉनिटरिंग किया जा रहा है, और उसके साथ साथ ही पुलिस की तरफ से सीसीटीवी फुटेज छाना जा रहा है कि ये घटना के साथ कौन कौन शामिल थे उनको आइडेंटिफाई करने का काम भी पुलिस की तरफ से किया जा रहा है। मगर ये पूरा सिचुएशन को देखते हुए फिर से एक बार जो पॉलिटिकल वार वो चालू हो चुका है, क्योंकि मुर्शिदाबाद के बाद साउथ 24 परगना का ये घटना सामने आने के बाद ही बीजेपी टीएमसी के ऊपर हमलेवार है और पश्चिम बंगाल सरकार का जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन उसको लेकर सवाल बीजेपी की तरफ से उठाया जा रहा है। और इसी को लेकर पुलिस का क्या रोल था, पुलिस की तरफ से क्यों एक्शन नहीं लिया गया, इसी को लेकर कल भवानी भवन यानी वेस्ट बंगाल पुलिस का जो हेडक्वार्टर है उस जगह पर शुभेंदु अधिकारी की तरफ से एक डेपुटेशन दिया गया। उनकी तरफ से एकदम भवानी भवन के सामने बैठ के शुभेंदु अधिकारी की तरफ से प्रोटेस्ट दिखाया गया और उसके साथ साथ ही राज्यपाल के पास भी बीजेपी की तरफ से अपील रखा गया है कि ये पूरा घटना के ऊपर राज्यपाल हस्तक्षेप करे और जल्द से जल्द ये सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल करने का कोशिश करे। यानी मुर्शिदाबाद के बाद साउथ 24 परगना का ये घटना फिर से एक बार पॉलिटिकल वॉर को जोर दिए है और बीजेपी की तरफ से तृणमूल के ऊपर डायरेक्टली टारगेट किया जा रहा है। मगर तृणमूल कांग्रेस की तरफ से कहा जा रहा है कि पुलिस की तरफ से पूरा सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल करने का जो कोशिश वो लगातार किया जा रहा है। पुलिस की तरफ से भी कहा जा रहा है कि सिचुएशन पीसफुल है, मगर अभी भी किसी किसी जगह पे पॉकेट टेंशन हो सकता है और उसी को देखते हुए भारी पुलिस बल जो है उसको डिप्लॉय किया गया है और 163 लागू किया गया है।
All right, thank you very much, Renik, for sharing further details that you are tracking. Now from there, let's also shift our focus to more developments. A shocking incident has surfaced from Patna, where one woman constable has died on duty and 2 policemen are reported to be seriously injured during the SUV Scorpio which ran over them. The incident happened during the routine vehicle check at the Atal Path in Patna, where a high-speed vehicle ran over 3 policemen. The Patna Police has arrested 2 people from the spot. The checking was happening late last night while the driver is absconded. Patna Police has meanwhile shared further details. Let's listen into it.
यहाँ पर रात्रि में 10:30 से 12:30 की चेकिंग सभी जिले में पूरे जिले में लगाई गई थी। यहाँ पे अटल पथ पर भी एसके पुरी के द्वारा चेकिंग की जा रही थी और पूरी बैरिकेडिंग वगैरह करके भी चेकिंग की जा रही थी। इसी क्रम में एक बहुत तेज रफ्तार से कार ने आकर पीछे जो कार चेक हो रही थी उसको धक्का दिया और जो आगे कार जिसकी चेकिंग हो रही थी उससे फिर पुलिस वालों को लगा, जिसमें लोग घायल हैं। अभी निकटतम हॉस्पिटल में ले जाया गया जहाँ पर इलाज चल रहा है, जिसको हम लोग देख रहे हैं। जिस गाड़ी ने धक्का मारी थी उसके 2 लोग हिरासत में लिए गए हैं, ड्राइवर फरार हो गया है। आगे की हम लोग कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं।
All right, in fact, Ritesh Mishra joins me live on the broadcast with more updates. Ritesh, this is a very tragic incident that has occurred as the late night police check post was taking place while the SUV at the late night hours came and ran over 3 policemen. What are you picking up in the latest details? The police has also shared a statement. Has there been a breakthrough in catching the absconders?
जो स्कॉर्पियो का ड्राइवर है उसकी अरेस्टिंग को लेकर पुलिस लगातार रेड कंडक्ट कर रही है और थोड़ी देर बाद हो सकता है कि ड्राइवर को अरेस्ट भी कर ले। लेकिन जिस तरीके से बिहार में पटना में लगातार लॉ एंड ऑर्डर पर सवाल उठ रहे हैं, लगातार पटना में गोलियां चलती हैं और कई दफे गोलियां चल चुकी हैं और यही कारण है कि पुलिस अब चेकिंग को उसने काफी ज्यादा बढ़ा दिया। और उसी क्रम में कल पटना का अटल पथ है, पॉश इलाके में ये आता है, वहाँ पर चेकिंग की जा रही थी और सभी पुलिसकर्मी थे वहाँ पर, पुरुष भी थे और महिला पुलिसकर्मी भी थी। और इसी दरमियान एक तेज रफ्तार स्कॉर्पियो आती है और वो सभी पुलिसकर्मियों को वो हॉर्न देती है। 2 उसमें काफी गंभीर रूप से घायल हो गए हैं और एक जो महिला कांस्टेबल थी उसकी मौके पर ही मौत हो जाती है। पुलिस ने फौरन जो गाड़ी के अंदर जो लोग थे उन्हें अरेस्ट किया। हालांकि जो ड्राइवर था वो मौके से फरार हो गया। लेकिन सवाल ये उठता है कि पटना ये बिहार की राजधानी है और यहाँ पर अगर इस तरह से इंसिडेंट हो रहे हैं जहाँ पर लगातार पुलिसकर्मियों पर गोलीबारी की जाती है, फायरिंग की जाती है, लगातार मर्डर हो रहे हैं। अगर आप देखें तो 2 दिन में 5 से ज्यादा लोगों का मर्डर हो चुका है पटना में ही, बाकी बिहार छोड़ दीजिए। तो ये बताने के लिए काफी है कि पुलिसिंग में कहीं ना कहीं लूपहोल्स हैं और अब तो पुलिसकर्मी ही सुरक्षित नहीं है। आप देखिए कि किस तरीके से वो चेकिंग करते हैं और जो अपराधी किस्म के जो लोग हैं वो उस चेकिंग में पुलिसकर्मियों पर ही गाड़ी चढ़ा देते हैं। आप इसी बात से आप अंदाजा लगा सकती हैं कि किस तरीके से बिहार में जो क्रिमिनल्स हैं वो बेलगाम हो चुके हैं। जी
All right. Thank you very much, Ritesh, for bringing us the latest inputs. Now, from there, big breakthrough in the Kapurthala HDFC armed bank robbery case has been achieved. Two miscreants who have looted 36 lakh rupees from the HDFC bank branch in Punjab in Kapurthala on the 30th of May have now been arrested in Mathura. While acting on the inputs that the two of the culprits were hiding in the Mathura city, the Punjab police coordinated with the local police to nab the suspects. The SP Crime, Avinash Kumar Mishra, has confirmed the arrest of two accused identified as Navjot Singh and Zorawar Singh following a joint operation by the SOG, Govind Nagar Police and the Punjab Police. The cops have recovered 2.2 lakh rupees in cash, 5 mobile phones and an Innova car from their possession. Police have said that the hunt is still on for the other accomplices and more arrests are likely to be made. All right, now let's listen into the police statement.
दिनांक 30/5/2025 को पंजाब के कपूरथला में जो नकाबपोश बदमाश थे, उन्होंने करीब 30 लाख से ऊपर 36 लाख रुपए की जो है वहां पे लूट की थी। तो उन बदमाशों की सूचना मथुरा के आसपास होने की थी, जिसमें हमारी जो थाना गोविंद नगर की पुलिस है, एसओजी टीम है और जो पंजाब की पुलिस है, इन्होंने घेराबंदी करके और दो बदमाशों को गिरफ्तार किया। उनके कब्जे से करीब 2,20,000 रुपए और इनोवा गाड़ी और 5 मोबाइल बरामद किया गया है। इसमें अब इनसे पूछताछ करके और जो भी और भी आगे के पैसे कहाँ पे है या और कौन लोग साथ में थे, इनमें किन संलिप्तता है, इसके बारे में पूछताछ की जा रही है।
All right, in fact, my colleague Veer Narayan Sharma is joining me live on the broadcast. जिस तरीके से ये पूरे घटना की डिटेल सामने आ रही हैं, किस हालातों में पुलिस ने पकड़ा, क्योंकि उत्तर प्रदेश और पंजाब पुलिस ने साथ में ये ऑपरेशन लिया गया है और इसके बाद जिन आरोपियों को पकड़ा है, कहा जा रहा है कि और आरोपी भी छुपे हो सकते हैं। 36 लाख की गन पॉइंट पे ये रॉबरी हुई है।
देखिए, बिल्कुल जिस तरीके से गन पॉइंट पर HDFC जो बैंक है पंजाब के कपूरथला में, वहां बदमाशों ने लूट की वारदात को अंजाम दिया था और बंधक बना करके बैंक कर्मियों को उनसे 36 लाख रुपए और जो मोबाइल उनके थे उनको लूटने के बाद लगातार जिस तरीके से इनपुट मिल रहा था कि वो जो बदमाश है वो उत्तर प्रदेश के मथुरा की ओर निकल रहे हैं, तो पंजाब पुलिस लगातार उनका पीछा कर रही थी और इसी दौरान उनका इनपुट मिला कि मथुरा के गोविंद नगर थाना क्षेत्र में जो नया बस स्टैंड है उसके आसपास उनकी लोकेशन मिल रही थी। तो मथुरा और एसओजी पुलिस, जो गोविंद नगर थाना पुलिस है, उनकी घेराबंदी में बदमाशों को वहां पकड़ लिया गया। पकड़ने के बाद नवजोत सिंह और जो जोरावर सिंह है उनसे पुलिस के द्वारा लगातार पूछताछ की गई। उनकी जब तलाशी ली गई तो उनके पास से 2,02,000 रुपए जो नगद जो कैश है वो बरामद किया गया। 5 मोबाइल और एक इनोवा गाड़ी उनसे बरामद हुई है। हालांकि उनसे लगातार पूछताछ की जा रही है। उसमें पूछताछ में यही सामने अभी तक निकल के सामने आया है कि उन्होंने जो HDFC बैंक है वहां गन पॉइंट के बल पर जो बैंक कर्मी है उन्हें बंधक बना लिया और बंधक बनाने के बाद बैंक से जो कैश था 36 लाख रुपए वो लूट लिया। हालांकि पुलिस लगातार उनसे पूछताछ करने की थी, क्योंकि ये कोई छोटा मोटा मामला नहीं, बड़ा मामला 36 लाख रुपए जो भी बैंक से गन पॉइंट पर लूट की थी। इस मामले में कोई एक दो नहीं बल्कि और भी बदमाश हो सकते हैं। तो और अन्य बदमाशों के बारे में भी पुलिस उनसे लगातार पूछताछ कर रही। तो अन्य और बदमाश है वो 5 है, किधर भागे हैं, तो कितना कैश उनके पास है और जो अन्य कैश था कितने कैश उनके द्वारा आपस में जो बंटवारा था वो किया गया है। तो इसी सब पूछताछ में पुलिस लगातार जुटी हुई है। अब सामने वाले तथ्य जो पूछताछ में सामने आएंगे तभी इसका पूरा निकल कर सामने आएगा कि कितने इसमें लोग शामिल थे, क्योंकि फिलहाल जो है नवजोत सिंह और जो जोरावर है वो पुलिस की हिरासत में, पुलिस लगातार उनसे पूछताछ कर रही है। जी।
Well, all right. In fact, what we are learning further is that the FIR has also been registered in this case by the Punjab Police, while more compliances are also on the hunt. Now, from there, let's also take a look at more international developments where the US Central Command Chief General Michael Kurilla has called Pakistan a phenomenal partner in the counterterrorism world in a congressional testimony. Now, praising Islamabad's efforts against ISIS Khorasan, he has also urged that the US has maintained strong ties with both India and Pakistan, calling it not a binary choice. Let's listen into these statements that have come from the US Central Command chiefs.
And trying to do external plots globally to include against the homeland. Right now, what we saw is the Taliban in going after ISIS-K. They hate each other, pushed a lot of them into the tribal areas on the Afghan-Pakistan border. Through a phenomenal partnership with Pakistan, they have gone after ISIS Khorasan, killing dozens of them. Through a relationship we have with them, providing intelligence, they have captured at least 5 ISIS Khorasan high-value individuals. They extradited back Jafar, who was one of the key individuals behind the Abbey Gate bombing. And the first person he called, Chief of the Army Staff Munir, was me, and said, I've caught him, I'm willing to extradite him back to the United States. Please tell the Secretary of Defense and the President. So we are seeing Pakistan, with limited intelligence that we're providing them, go after them using their means to do that. And we're seeing an effect on ISIS Khorasan. At the same point, they are continuing to move around. Sometimes they'll try and go back into Afghanistan. We have the means to be able to collect, but for the most part right now, they're hanging out right in that border area of Pakistan. And I would also tell you that, since 2024, the beginning, Pakistan had over 1,000 terrorist attacks in the western area, killing about 700 security and civilians and 2,500 wounded. They're in an active counterterrorism fight right now, and they have been a phenomenal partner in the counterterrorism world.
It seems like.
Well, all right, Arzu Seth, my colleague, joins me live on the telecast with more updates. Arzu, now this is the latest development we are tracking from the United States, where even after Operation Sindoor and many delegations from India that have been sent across the parts of the world, the message to also give sympathy to Pakistan is not over. While the US Army General has made these statements of the US Central Command, that's the CENTCOM, saying that Pakistan has been a phenomenal partner to the US in countering terrorism. US General Michael has said, while speaking at the US House Armed Service Committee, that the Pakistan's military has captured at least 5 ISIS Khorasan terrorists using intelligence provided by the US, and also argued in favor of strengthening relations with both India and Pakistan. What more details do you pick up?
Well, definitely, and in remarks that have raised, eyebrows, the U.S. Central Command Chief has highlighted Pakistan's value as a partner in countering terrorism and made a case for increasing cooperation with the country to take on terror outfits. Also, the general also said Pakistan has a phenomenal partnership with the Taliban in going after ISIS operation in tribal areas that the US have been providing intelligence. And speaking at a US House Armed Service Committee hearing, the CENTCOM chief said that the Pakistan military has captured at least 5 ISIS Khorasan terrorists using intelligence provided by the US, and argued in favor of strengthening relations with both India and Pakistan. Since the beginning of 2024, Simran, Pakistan had over 1,000 terrorist attacks in the western area, killing about 700 security personnel and civilians and 2,500 wounded. They are in an active counter-terrorism fight right now, and they have been a phenomenal partner in the counter-terrorism world. This is what the General Kurilla said, citing Pakistani military action against ISIS-K. So this statement have definitely raised eyebrows, as there has been an Operation Sindoor that led by India, and also after that India reaches to several countries to convey the message how Pakistan is supporting the terrorism. But now what a statement has come from the US Central Command Chief that the Pakistan value as a partner in countering terrorism is raising the eyebrows on them. Yes, Simran.
All right, Arzu, thank you very much for these latest details. Now, let's also take a look at more developments as Los Angeles continues to be on the boil. The turmoil was witnessed over the days of clashes between the protesters and National Guard troops. US President Donald Trump has doubled down on his decision to deploy US Marines in Los Angeles amid the anti-ICE protest. Donald Trump has further gone ahead to accuse several of the protesters to be paid as well. Let's take a listen at the statement.
No, we're bringing the country back fast, and I'm very proud to have helped Los Angeles survive. Los Angeles right now, if we didn't do what we did, would be burning to the ground. And that's not over yet. These are radical left lunatics that you're dealing with, and they're tough, they're smart, they're probably paid, many of them, as you know, they're professionals. When you see them chopping up concrete because the bricks got captured, they're chopping up concrete and they're using that as a weapon. That's pretty bad, and thank you very much for your question.
Well, all right, Aditya Vadhavan, my colleague, is joining me live on the broadcast. Now, Donald Trump seems to defend his decision, also blasting California's leadership. Aditya, he has made this very clear while also honoring the soldiers to defend their deployment of Marines and National Guards to Los Angeles amid the ongoing immigration protest. Also, he called the city a trash heap overtaken by transnational gangs. Where is this headed?
Well, Simran, if you see, Donald Trump has made it clear that he will continue to go forward with this harsh stance on immigration. And when he says that all this is a paid protest being happening, so he is referring to the leftists, who are there in the United States of America, who support an open America, because a large number of the people from different countries stay in America. So at this juncture, he says that he has what is his vision is that make America great again. As per that vision, he will continue to deport illegal aliens, who are living in the United States. And he has begun that. We have seen, how protesters have been kicking and punching the police officers. But now there is an ongoing law and order situation in the United States. However, now it needs to be seen from here on how this entire scenario unfolds. Whether the U.S. courts give a ruling against the Trump administration or not, because the governors of Los Angeles and California have absolutely opposed this move by the Trump, saying that he is acting as a dictator. So at this juncture, the situation is complex, and it now needs to be seen, how this entire situation progresses.
All right, Aditya, thank you very much with the latest updates that you are tracking. Now, viewers, on that note, with more news and updates on the other side, let's slip into a short break.